Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below.
Hey, what's up guys? Evil94 back again with another action figure review. Today we're going to look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Walgreens exclusive Fantastic Four Thing figure. Pretty much taking the entire space inside the package, we have what looks to be a massive figure and one that's been very highly anticipated by a lot of collectors. We finally get to complete our Fantastic Four. I think this was a really cool thing for Hasbro to do, is to give us the Fantastic Four as Walgreens exclusives one by one, and it worked out just fine. We finally complete the team here with the Thing. So here's the side of the box. We get a nice little picture there. As always, the back of the box will show the Thing, and that is it. There is no wave or anything like that. We do get a read up. It says, an impressive boulder-like exterior grants the Thing exceptional strength and durability in even the rockiest of battles. Sometimes some of these read-ups get a little lame, but there's your read-up, and let's get them out. And the Thing has been unleashed from the packaging. Definitely an amazing figure. I have to start it off like that because just opening this guy, taking him out of the box was, I was doing it with a smile on my face because this figure just looks amazing. This is Build-A-Figure quality. This guy has some size and some serious weight to him. At first, this guy's going to be tough to find, as always, as all the Walgreens exclusives are, but eventually they do get released in plentiful amounts. So the Thing is packaged in with a right fist and a left open hand. So we're going to get the alternate versions of those. So the right hand is going to be open here, and then the left hand is going to be fist. So you can have both fist or both open, or mix and match as you want. And just look at the sculpt and paint on this thing. I mean, just take a look at the texture on there. They really, I mean, I want to know who sculpted this figure. They really sculpted this beautifully, and I just love how they washed it. They put the wash in the cracks and made it just pop. It just made it look so nice with the wash there with the line paint. I mean, just fantastic. So we're gonna get a face with his teeth showing right there, a little grin. Very nice face sculpt, but we do get a alternate face on top of that without the teeth showing. Also looks great too. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the Thing. There's his face sculpt once again, and then the absolute gorgeous sculpt worked on the figure here, and as you can see, the line work and the wash is consistent throughout the whole figure. Look at the sculpt on the back. They absolutely nailed the sculpt of the Thing. The rocky like skin and design, the feet, everything all the way through the figure. I mean, something that Hasbro always lacks is shading sometimes, and they absolutely delivered this time around. They didn't shade his pants, so they didn't do that. They could have shaded a little bit, but I mean, that's asking for too much at this point. Alright, so let's articulate this Thing. We have the head swivels left and right. Right there is going to move up until it pops off. And what I do like is that they did continue the rocky sculpt on the peg here underneath the ball joint on the neck. I love that they did that there. But that pops back in, so he's not going to move up that much. That's going to suck. He doesn't look up, but he will look down somewhat, so that's good. It is a hinge there, but once it gets to the bottom of his jaw, hitting his thyroid or his pec, it's gonna hinder there. So the head movement, not the best. It does have some. It's gonna move left and right there, almost like at a little bit of an angle. So there is that. And then the arms are going to move forward and back. They're going to go in and out about this far. Now, we don't have a bicep swivel. I don't get why they didn't include it. Maybe because they didn't want to mess up the sculpt. I really think he needs a bicep swivel. Bicep swivels are standard nowadays. So it kind of sucks to know he doesn't have a bicep swivel. So we're just going to have to live with that. Then we're going to get a single jointed elbow that swivels there as well. We have a swivel at the wrist with a hinge that goes for both hands. We're going to get a diaphragm joint here that swivels, and it goes forward and back along with a waist swivel as well. Then down to the legs, we have T-jointed legs that will move forward and back. They're going to go in and out this far, which is a great range of motion there. We have thigh swivels that are nicely hidden underneath the pant line there. Double jointed knees here. Then we have ankles that hinge forward and back. We get a pivot, and that is everything. And there's a quick look at him with the alternate head without the teeth showing. We finally built the Fantastic Four Marvel Legends Walgreens exclusive set here. And I believe that this is evidence of what happens when you take your time releasing figures and don't rush out 8 figures 6 times a month or whatever that Hasbro's been doing lately, releasing 4 waves at once. Madness. But this Human Torch figure was also great, along with the Reed Richards. If I had to pick the weakest one of the bunch, it's gonna have to go to Invisible Woman, because she does have a female body mold that we've seen a million times before. They could have or they can always, every time they make a female character, is an opportunity for them to make a new mold, but they decide not to. But that is the Hasbro way of doing it, I guess. You simply cannot get one without the rest. So I highly urge you guys to go to your Walgreens now, pick up whichever one you're missing, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, or Reed Richards. I'm sure there's one at least at the store, but once this thing comes out to retail stores, I think all these are going to be wiped out. Everyone's going to want to build the team up for sure. So I do recommend you guys building this team now that you guys can. And we'll get them next to a few others for the sake of a size comparison. This is the newly released upgraded Carnage, and this is the older version of Venom. Now that's the newer Venom with the pork grind head, and then there is, of course, Spider-Ham. Alright, so what's he look like next to a Build-A-Figure now? He will get Dwarf next to Sasquatch. Sasquatch is just a tall Build-A-Figure overall. So Sasquatch is going to tower over him. Now let's get in the newly released Monster Venom Build-A-Figure next to the Thing here. Get him to stand. Seems like Venom is standing taller than the Thing. So the Thing isn't as tall as you would think it would be. He's just more wide and heavy. I mean, this is heavy plastic. There's no way this is hollow plastic. They did not use hollow, cheap plastic for the torso. I mean, you can just feel it when you have this guy in hand. It literally feels like a rock. And that wraps things up. That's my review for the Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends Fantastic Four The Thing. He may very well be the best one released this year so far. Definitely right there next to Cable. This is such a beautiful piece. I recommend it for any collector. I mean, you gotta have this in your collection, especially if you're collecting Marvel Legends. I mean, I do recommend it even for you guys that don't collect everything. I mean, this is worth a shot. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Leave a like if you did, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts on this figure, and subscribe if you have not done so already. Guys, as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.